Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Today we will discuss about need and scope of agriculture education in India. So this topic is very important uh, because, as you know, agriculture is the backbone of our economy, and there are structure in place for agriculture education in India, and there are lots of scope for students also for the agriculture stream. So, starting the presentation, coming to the history of the all the agriculture education, how we started. So when we got independence, there was the agriculture system, but it was underdeveloped, and we were very much dependent upon the other countries for our food grain demands. So before independence, just before independence, in 1943, there were a very uh, monumental change in our country where we faced the Bengal famine, but it was not due to the any drought condition or a lack of rainfall, but it was due to the power failure that is governed by the Churchill. Churchill was the prime minister of the UK at that time. What he has done uh, during the World War II, he has stored all the grains, whatever we were producing at that time, and he created a artificial famine. But it cost us death of 2 to 3 million people because of hunger. So that was the history. Then we were basically dependent upon other countries in early 1950s, in early days of our independence, as you can see in this article. So we demanded the US for supply of some grains for fulfilling the demands of our people. Then the second prime minister of our country, Lal Bahadur Shastri made a statement that we should sacrifice one meal a day so that we can fulfill the demand of all our population in 1965. So these were the earlier 2 decades of our independence, and we haven't able to produce the uh, sufficient amount of food grain. So we asked many countries like PL 480 wheat that in USA were feeded for the mainly for cattle. So this was the condition for of our country. That's why our first Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he told that most things except agriculture can wait in this country. And there are some facts why need we agriculture education in this country. So by 2050, the global population will rise to 9 billion, and out of which in our country 1.7 billion people will be there. For fulfilling their food grain demand, we have to increase our production by 5.5 million ton annually. Currently, 52% of our population is involved in agriculture, and it contributes only 13.7% to India's GDP. So demand for high value food commodities will definitely go up by more than 100% due to creation of more cities, migration of people into cities, then increasing the wealth and shift of our diet. So starting the Indian agriculture, at present, the agriculture production of country hold the second position all over the world, and we are fulfilling the demand, and we also supplying the food grain to other countries. So from food shortages, we are importing and import. We are now self-sufficient and exporting the our food grains. Then Today, India is the front ranking for many crops in the world, and we have achieved this through green revolution, white revolution, blue revolution, and yellow revolution for different crops and commodities. So, Indian agriculture contributes, as I already told, around 14% of GDP. It provides food to our current population, that is 1.25 billion, and we sustain 65% of our population that is dependent upon the agriculture production. We are producing more than 50 crops. The agriculture provides raw materials for many industries, and it is contributing 1/6 of the export earning that we are having. India is one of the center for diversity, biodiversity, and where we have 46,000 to 86,000 different plant and animal species. And we are the largest producer of the pulses, tea, and milk in the world. We are the largest exporter of rice and other cotton and beef. Then we are second largest producer of fruits, vegetables, wheat, groundnut, and sugarcane. So our current situation is very good, but whether it will sustain or not sustain, it will dependent upon the agriculture education. So it is the high time where our youth has to learn the agriculture or not, because India has more than 50% of its population below the age of 25, and they should go for agriculture for the building our backbone. So coming to the current agriculture education system in the country, from where it started, it started from the Famine Commission in 1880, which revived the agriculture improvement in the country. It was headed by the J. Volcker, an agriculture chemist of Royal Agricultural Society of England, and he recommended providing the agriculture education for overcoming the famine and its impact in the India. So during the Viceroy Lord Curzon's period in early 1905, upon these recommendation of Famine Commission, in India we formed the Imperial Agriculture Research Institute, which now known as Indian Agriculture Research Institute, that is situated now in New Delhi. Next, based upon this recommendation, 6 other agricultural colleges, one at Lalpur, which is now in Pakistan, Kanpur, Pune, Coimbatore, Nagpur, and Sabor, were established for providing the agriculture education. Then Government of India appointed the Royal Commission on Agriculture, which was headed by Lord Lillington, and which recommended the formation of Imperial Council of Agriculture Research for promoting the agriculture research in India, which is now known as ICAR, or Indian Council of Agricultural Research. Then in 1948, after the independence, the first University Education Commission under the chairmanship of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan recommended that we should establish rural universities to promote the agriculture education. Then, upon the recommendation of this committee, first agriculture university was established in 1960 at Pannagar, which is now situated in the Uttarakhand. Then ICR recognized as autonomous society for governing the agriculture education in India. It gave a model act for different agriculture universities which were establishing in the India. During the 4th plan, total of rupees 31 crore was given towards education, out of which 24 crores was spent on establishing and developing different agriculture universities. So before the 4th plan, we have 6 state agriculture universities, but after the implementation of 4th plan, we formed total 23 state agriculture universities. Now we have total of 75 agriculture universities across the India. Among them, 64 are state agricultural universities or veterinary universities or horticulture or fisheries universities. 4 are ICR deemed universities, that is IRI, IVRI, Veterinary Institute, Dairy Institute in Karnal, and Fishery Institute in uh, Mumbai. Then we also have 3 central agriculture universities in different parts of India, like Imphal, Bihar, and Jhansi. Then we have 4 central universities which are having the Faculty of Agriculture, like BHU, AMU, Viswabharati, and Nagaland University. Also, we have National Agriculture Research and Education System, which enrolls one of the uh, largest student population, admitting more than 15,000 graduate students, 11,000 postgraduate students, and 2,500 PhD students annually in different agriculture and allied sciences. So now we know why agriculture is important and how we came to the current agriculture education system. So coming to the current education system, it is basically governed by the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, under which different agriculture universities, different institutes of agricultural research, and as well as different KVKs, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, also come under, which governs the research, education, as well as extension of the agricultural information in the country. The ICR comes under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, which manages the uh, agriculture research and education in India. So coming to the how we can, what are the scope and how ICR is supporting different students. So ICR conducts various examinations like ICR National Talent Search Fellowship, which is conducted for UG courses. So after 12th, we can get admission in this. How? We have to give the All India Entrance Exam for Agriculture, and it is conducted by ICR. Then for PG courses, ICR also conducting Junior Research Fellowship for PG courses. Then it also conduct ICR Senior Research Fellowship for PhD courses. Apart from ICR, there are CSIR and DBT fellowships for PhD entrance examination. Why these fellowships are important? Because at graduation level, the student can support itself, because at NTS, students are getting 2,000 rupees per month during their undergraduation course. Under ICR JRF, they are getting around 10,000 rupees per month. Under ICR SRF, they are getting now, it is increased around 41,000 per month. So it is good that during the study, students also get the their fellowship, and he can sustain the education. So when we think the different careers in agriculture, we actually don't know what types of jobs we can expect. So coming to the different jobs that we can expect, the beauty of agriculture is that if you study the agriculture, you can go to any field, like you can go to banking, you can go to engineering, you can go to education, you can go to research, you can go to communication, you can also go to politics, biology, accounting. So name the discipline, you have it in the agriculture. So upon doing the BSc agriculture course, different streams are specialized. Different streams are there where students are specialized, like agriculture botany, agriculture biotechnology, agriculture chemistry, then extension forestry, economics engineering, plant pathology, soil science, and you name it. So we have more than 84 courses in agriculture, so which covers all the aspects of agriculture as well as different aspects which are associated with the agriculture. For example, if the aspect is like social science, which people study in BA social science, we cover it in extension education or different social sciences courses. So if you name the home science course, it is also comes under the BSc agriculture. If you name the chemistry course, it also comes under the BSc agriculture. So if you want to study the insects, you can study agriculture entomology. If you want to study the pathogen, you can study the plant pathology. If you want to study about the soil, you can study the soil science. if you are interested in engineering, you can study agriculture engineering. So also there are management courses that you can take. So there are many courses which we study. So what are the scope of agriculture education? Following the BSc agriculture, we can get different kind of job. Like we can get agriculture officer job, assistant plantation manager job, territory manager job, trial coordinator, technical manager, agriculture research scientist, agriculture development officers, etc. So basically, there are 2 or 3 types of jobs. One job is academic job, where you can teach or you can become the scientist. Then other type of jobs are competitive jobs, where you have to clear one exam, either at central level or at the state level. The third type of job was private jobs or the entrepreneurship, where you can start your own business or you can uh, do the job at the private sectors. So here I am giving few examples where you can see uh, different streams where you can get the job. So coming to the scientist stream, so scientist recruitment for agriculture is basically governed by the Agriculture Scientist Recruitment Board, in short ASRB, which recruits different scientists for agriculture uh, in various interval. It also conducts the NET exam, which is essential for the recruitment of assistant professor. So this is the sole agency which is responsible for agriculture scientist recruitment. But apart from the ASRB, eh, we also have different organization which recruits the scientists in agriculture, like DRDO, then CPTM, Center for Personal Talent Management. Then we have at international level various organizations where these we can work after the completing our agriculture education. Like different institutes are there. Like for rice, there is IRI. For wheat, there is ICRISAT. For potato, there is CIP. So there are different institutes which are specialized for particular crop. So coming to the next opportunity that agriculture graduate will get, these are different central exams at all India level. So for example, central warehousing, they call for junior technical assistant, which requires for degree in agriculture, okay, or management trainee, which require first class postgraduate degree in agriculture with various specialization, of course, like entomology, microbiology, as earlier I told. So in India, there are 422 central warehouses. And apart from central warehouses, there are state warehouses. So there are many scopes at Central Warehousing Corporation also. Then, as I earlier told, the banking exams are more frequent these days. They are happening at regular interval. So the IBPS, Institute of Banking Personnel Selection, is taking this exam, and there we can get apply for agriculture field officer, where the qualification is required 4-year degree in agriculture. Okay. So then the next exam we can give at central level is National Seed Corporation. Then there are state seed corporation also, like for Rajasthan State Seed Corporation, and there are different seed certification officer post for which we can apply. Then there are some central exams for fertilizer board also, like IFCO, which supplies various fertilizers in India. So we can go for agriculture graduate training, where we can put we are getting a good amount of pay, like 37,000 per month. Okay. Then after completion of the probation and all, we will get more than 50,000. Then there are various boards at which we can recruited at either scientist post or director post or some lower technical officer post, like rubber board, like coffee board, like Spice Board of India. Coffee board, Spice Board are at the south of India. Then Central Silk Board. Then we can also apply for different insurance companies like agriculture insurance company. Then we can apply for NABARD. Then there is Food Corporation of India, which regularly recruits the agriculture graduates. Then also, interestingly, for food science students, there is one specialization in agriculture. They can get recruited by even Indian Aerospace Authority also, Airport Authority of India also. Then there is also the ultimate exam UPSC, where we can choose the agriculture as our subject. Also, there is one specialized exam which is conducted for Indian Forest Service, where agriculture graduates will get preference because their syllabus is mostly related with the forestry and agriculture. So this is the good exam for agriculture graduates. Then there are SSC recruitment in Agriculture Cooperation and Farmers Welfare Department. Then scientific officer post also came in different agencies like Department of Atomic Energy, where MSc in agriculture get preference. Then there are different state exams like Forest Range Officer, Assistant Conservator of Forest, Statistical Officer, Agriculture Research Officer for basically for horticulture. Then there are Assistant Agriculture Officer AAO. These are basically at state level, which is conducted by State Agriculture Department. Here are also some examples like Assistant Agriculture Research Officer, Assistant Agriculture Officer. Then there are some project jobs, which are temporary jobs. As you can see, there are different universities where, like University of Agriculture Sciences in Bangalore or Dharwad or Raichur, different universities are there where you can join as junior research fellow if you completed your MSc. Then there is Punjab Agriculture University, IRI, then Assam Agriculture University, and Jute Corporation, where different kind of project jobs you can get. Then different examples of jobs that we can give. This is one example where different agencies are recruiting, like Punjab PSC, then Punjab Agriculture University, National Institute of Hydrology, IBPS officer that I earlier told, then PSC exams for Assistant Agriculture Marketing Officer, then Assistant Director exams. So there are many opportunities for agriculture graduates. So coming to the third aspect, the private sector jobs in BSc Agriculture, the most jobs that is attracted by the private sector are the banking, marketing jobs. So in different streams, the marketing and banking people, they are taking the BSc Agriculture graduates. There are different companies which are taking the agriculture graduates. So there are different courses which favored by the private jobs. Like there is one National Institute of Agriculture Extension Management in Hyderabad, where they are giving the postgraduate diploma in agriculture business management, and after that the people are getting very good packages. For example, one student got 1 crore package from Monsanto. Monsanto is a GM crop company. Also, it produces different pesticides. So, as you can see, 1 crore package attracted by the LPL, Lovely Professional University Agriculture student. Then there are very good salary cap for private companies. As you can see, the average salary cap is 7.5 lakh per annum, and maximum it can get up to 26 lakhs. And there are different recruiting companies like Aditya Birla Group, Britannia, Dabur, HDFC Bank, different banks, Indian Oil, ITC, which is huge in food industry, then Kotak Mahindra Bank, Tata Chemical, Terry, Thomson Reuters, Yes Bank, etc. So there are many jobs in private sectors also. there are jobs in seed companies like Monsanto, DuPont, Syngenta, Dow AgriSciences. These are all international companies which gives very good packages. So other than that, if you want to be your own boss, you can start your own business after completing your bachelor degree. So after completing your bachelor degree, you can start uh, attending different training sessions. So you can start your agri clinic, or you can build your business around the greenhouse, where you can produce different cut flowers or different vegetables that are in demand, like the tomato shortage during these days. So if somebody started the greenhouse business, they could have produced uh, many crores in this time. Then you can start the export of agriculture produce, but you have to choose the product which is basically export quality. Then you can establish the nursery. Nursery culture is very prominent these days. Then establishing agri clinics where you can detect the disease, and you can also get the license for selling the pesticides and other thing. Then you can also start your own consultancy service for farmers, where you can give the advice to the farmers. So basically, why we have so many jobs? Because of this document. The BSc Agriculture degree is a technical degree, which is a professional course. That's why we need specific trained people, which are very much lacking in India. That's why we are having so much job in India. So coming to the final thoughts, agriculture education system is very robust in India, at least at the graduation, post-graduation, and after post-graduation. But at the school level, where we are preferring only three streams like science, science, commerce, or art, there is no agriculture as such very huge. Agriculture is not very popular among the school students, so we need to work on that, so uh, they can be more prepared for coming to the undergraduate courses or postgraduate courses and get more jobs. So in the word of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, the father of our green evolution, if agriculture goes wrong, nothing else will have a chance to go right in our country. So that also applies on the agriculture education. So thank you. I will be happy to answer any of your questions.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I will take up the questions from the participants now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir, so that we can see your full video?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. The first question is, what are the major challenges faced by Indian agriculture sector, and how can agricultural education address these challenges?
Major challenges are, like, there are two or three major challenges. The one is the size of land holdings that are shrinking. Then there are different climate change aspects. Because of that, we are getting uh, reduced yield in different sectors. So how agriculture education will answer this? So if there are more agriculture graduates, there are more uh, technical professional which can do research on different aspects of agriculture varieties. So then there will we will having the solution to produce more agriculture crop in less land, and we can also avoid different stresses and maintain the our yield. I hope I have answered.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll move on to the next question. What role does agricultural education play in promoting sustainable farming practices and addressing environmental concerns?
I think they are mostly same question, but if you study the agriculture education system in BSc agriculture, we are having different courses. Like we are having the organic agriculture courses also. Then we are having the sustainable agriculture courses also. Then we have rain-fed agriculture courses also. So we have different aspects of agriculture courses. So where their students will get the idea how we can apply the sustainable agriculture in different forms of agriculture. Like for organic agriculture, there is a huge setback because of Sri Lankan experiment that was done before 5 to 6 years. So Sri Lanka went bankrupt. So there are some good example. So if you apply directly wholesome the sustainable thing, you need to have the knowledge of different aspects of agriculture uh, that you can apply in different climate, different soils, etc. So you can manage that.
Okay. How has the scope of agricultural education evolved over the years in India, and what are the emerging trends in this field?
History, I think I have already told in my presentation. So it basically evolved around the ICR, which is the governing body for agriculture research, education, and extension. So there are different state agriculture universities which are spreading the agriculture education now, and it is increasing in more states. Earlier it was like one agriculture university in one state. Now we are having more than 3, 4, 5 agriculture universities. So coming to the next question, the cutting edge research or scope wise, there are flower industry like cut flower industry, then there are protected agriculture, then high tech horticulture, then there are plant protection measures. These are some really emerging fields which needs the focus. Apart from that, biotechnology is also playing a huge role. Like we can manage different tissue culture plants, or we can produce different GM crops for maintaining the agriculture production.
Okay. Are there specific regions or states in India where the need for agricultural education is more pronounced, and why?
I can't say that because there are, let's say, there are more where there are some states where more population is urban or rural. So based upon that, we can create more universities. So that we can give more prominence. But there are schemes of government of India that it is promoting the agriculture education where it is not earlier happening. Like for northeastern region, we have one central university is there. We have more than 5 to 6 research institute of ICR, which are not in other like other areas of the country. So government is taking care of these things. So I don't think there is need for giving a prominence to anything, because as I told that there are 75 agriculture universities, but we have only 29 states. So you can do the maths. There are more than 2 universities in every region. So it is government is doing its bit.
Okay. What policies and initiatives have been undertaken by the government to promote agricultural education in India, and what are their impacts?
The latest one is the National Education Policy of 2020. So where they have given the there is one thing called as enrollment ratio. So they are promoting various rural population and many students for enrolling the agriculture education. So this is the latest policy of on the education aspect. But for promoting agriculture, there are different missions. like Rashtriya Krishi Vigyan Yojana that was launched in 2008, then National Horticulture Mission launched in 2007-8, then different crop specific programs are there, like for pulse promotion there is program, for fiber promotion there is one program. So uh, government is promoting the agriculture in different programs, but not for agriculture education, because the ICR is there for taking care of that.
Okay. Are there opportunities for international collaboration in agricultural education to enhance the skills and knowledge of Indian farmers and students?
Uh, Directly, there is not. But if you are associated with any state agriculture universities, there are ample amount of opportunities. Because why I am telling that, there are many collaboration between state agriculture universities. For example, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University is having very good collaboration with the Cornell University USA. So they are transferring the technology as well as other resources. So if any farmer is associated with TNU, so he will get these information very readily.
Okay. What are the success stories or case studies that demonstrate the positive outcomes of agricultural education in India?
We are we almost double down the production and we are self-sustained. That is the successful example of agricultural education in India. So as you learned that after the independence, 1948, we don't have any agriculture universities. We established, based upon that recommendation, we established first university at 1960s. And among the board, the one member was the MS Swaminathan sir. So he was the pioneer of our green revolution. So that is the basic most successful story. How we can be able to implement the green revolution, because of we have trained personnel through the Pannagar Agriculture University. So many scientists from that university were involved in the development of IR64 and other varieties that were responsible for green revolution. So that is the most successful story. Apart from that, we have the Operation Flood, which were carried by the Varghese Kurian, which is basically the implemented by the National Dairy Research Institute of Karnal. So Operation Flood, we have sustained production of milk in India. There are many stories. These are best two examples. So because we have trained personnel through the agriculture universities, that's why we can implement these programs, and we had the success. Otherwise, these are because the country like India, it is a very big country in terms of size. So if we don't have the trained personnel, we can't implement. So there is no any other example of as successful green revolution or Operation Flood, white revolution for milk production in anywhere in world. So these are basic the success stories of agriculture education system in India.
Okay. How can agricultural education be tailored to address the unique needs and challenges of different agricultural practices in India, such as organic farming, horticulture, or aquaculture?
So basically, there are different institutes for these things. Like there is Organic Agriculture Research Institute in India. So Indian government also initiated the National Organic Agriculture Program, uh, and they have started the National Organic Agriculture Policy. So based upon that, we can implement and uh, we can take benefit of these practices. But uh, here I need to mention that these practices need to be checked at different locations for different crops, because the soils are very different at different places. the resources are very different. So there should be research. If the practices are more research based, then we will get the expected outcome which we desire.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Dr. Saurabh Pandey for the talk and for answering the questions. I like to also thank all the participants in this meeting. This meeting will now be closed.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're most welcome, sir.